Hey guys, it's me again, and today we're going to take what we've learned in the past with solving systems and with graphing, and then graphing inequalities, and we're going to combine them and put them all together. So what are you going to learn today? You're going to learn how to graph a system of inequalities, and you're going to learn how to find the solution set of a system of inequalities. So let's just review real quickly on how to graph inequalities. So I have this inequalities, y is greater than negative 2x plus 4. Remember that my y-intercept, when it's in this form, y equals mx plus b, b is the y-intercept, so that's going to be 0, 4. And the slope is negative 2 or negative 2 over 1. So I'm going to go up to 4 and graph my point, and then going to go down 2 and to the right 1 and continue that on, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, up 2 and over 1. Okay, and because this is just greater than, we're going to have a dotted line, so nothing on the line is part of the solution. Okay, and then we want to look at the shade. So this is greater than when it's set up with y all by itself, so that means it's going to be, remember we talked about a roof, so my solution is going to be right here. It's going to be outside of the roof or above the roof. Okay, so everything in this shade is the solution to that inequality. Okay, let's do another one. Y is less than or equal to negative 1/3 x. We don't have a b, so in math that's 0, 0. The negative 1/3 go down 1 and over 3. This time, okay, because it is less than or equal to, we're going to have a solid line joining that. Didn't quite make it solid. There you go. So anything on the line is part of the solution set. It's less than, so it's going to be inside the house or below the roof line. Okay, remember we can also pick a test point to see if it's part of the solution. And if we wanted to do that, we could pick, now let's pick a point here. Let's pick 0, 0 is on the line, so it's not going to pick that. Let's pick this point 0, negative 2. Actually, let's go to 0, negative 3 and check. So we would put it in. 0 is less than or equal to negative 1/3. Actually, negative 3 is less than or equal to negative 1/3 times 0. And negative 3 is less than or equal to 0 is true. So that's how we know where to shade. All right. Now we have a system. So we have two equations that we're going to graph. So y is greater than negative 2x plus 2. So my y-intercept is 2. My slope is negative 2. Okay, it's just less than. So I'm going to have a dotted line. Okay, and it's greater than, so we're going to shade this way, all up here. Okay. My next graph I'm going to do in red. So y is greater than x plus 2. Again, my y-intercept is 2, but my slope is 1, because remember there's a 1 in front of that coefficient. And it is going to be a dotted line as well. And it's greater than again. So that means that I'm going to shade above here. Now, in a system of linear inequalities, your solution is going to be where they overlap. So my solution is there. So we've got infinitely many solutions, but it's in a specific region where our shades overlap. So any point where they overlap is as part of that solution set. We say it's a set because it's got lots and lots of different solutions. Okay, let's look at another example. I wanted to throw these in there because you guys are still having trouble with this. Remember our battle cry, Vux Hoy! Okay, so vertical is x equals, horizontal is y equals. So the first is y equals -3. So I'm going to have a solid line. Y is greater than or equal to -3 here. Now, you don't have to do all the shade as much as I shaded it in. You can draw little arrows if you would like to show where the shade is. Okay, so there's my shade there. It's above that. And let's change colors again. Or not. Okay, X is, whoops, I hope you guys caught my mistake. Right, we're going to shade below because it's less than -3. Right, and then X is greater than 4. It's going to be a dotted vertical line on 4, and it's greater than, so we're going to shade this way. So here's where my shades overlap in this little area right here. So this is the solution. On a test or quiz or homework, I'm going to request that you either drew an arrow there or write a big S in the middle so that you can say, yes, that's the solution. Okay. And you can use colored pencils to do this as well. Then you can shade and see where the shade really does overlap. Great, I've got x plus y is less than 6. Remember, we can use our x and y intercepts. Okay, here my x-intercept is going to be 6. My y-intercept is going to be 6. Remember, I just put 0 in for the opposite variable. So x is 6. See right here, I think. There. Okay, and then y equals 6 is here. And I can just connect the dots. And remember here, we want to definitely double check with our test point. So if I pick 0, 0, and I put it in, 0 plus 0 is less than or equal to 6 is true. 0 is less than or equal to 6. So the solution is, that inequality, going to be below. And also, if you wanted to just draw kind of, not shade all the way, just kind of draw something that indicates that that's where that solution is. Okay, let's do the other one. -8, negative x equals 8, so x equals -8, and then -4y equals 8, and y equals -2. So my y-intercept is -2, my x-intercept is -8. So here, okay, and this says less than, so if I pick that test point as 0, 0, I'm going to get -0 minus 4 times 0 is less than 8. 0 is less than 8, that's true, so we're going to shade above the graph this time, here, because that's where the 0, 0 is. So our solution is where the shades overlap, so our solution is going to be anything in between the lines and on the lines. So hopefully today you learned how we could put together a system of inequalities and graphing and find that solution set. Have a great day.